I stand with Bubba Wallace. I stand with Darrell Wallace Jr. You can hate on me, or we can look at the actual facts that a lot of people are not reporting or brushing over. Let's get into it. So I'm heated. Let's start this different. A lot of people right now are giving Bubba Wallace some big hate. They're calling him racist. They're calling him, Jesse Smollett. They're trying to say this isn't his fight because he's only half black. He can't speak on these kind of things. They're trying to say that he was race baiting. He was pulling the race card. A lot of really just untrue things. So I'd like to clean the air. Number one, first and foremost, this was even in the FBI report, so we need to realize that Bubba did not make a report, okay? One of his crew guys noticed the pull-down rope for the door and how it was tied like a noose. It was not a functional noose, but it looked exactly like a noose, okay? That crew member brought it to NASCAR's attention, to an official, who brought it to the big wigs of NASCAR, and brought it to their counsel, who made an immediate decision to make a press release and to start an investigation. So if we want to be irritated with anybody, we need to be irritated with the crew guy that took a rope pull down as a noose, and we need to be irritated with NASCAR for making a report too soon. However, before we do either one of those things, let's take a look at the actual noose. Now, if you don't want to see it, click off this video right now, okay? I'm going to give you a quick little black screen with the disclaimer, and then I'm going to show you the picture of the actual rope pull down that was in Bubba Wallace's garage area. That looks like a noose to me. I'm sorry. Okay, so a lot of people are giving him flack over, well, yeah, but that's fine. He didn't make the report, but he did call it a noose on his interview. Well, you got to understand that what he got was a picture of this rope, this pull down, okay? And what he said was, it's a straight up noose. Why? It straight up looks like a noose. I mean, that looks like a noose. I've seen many a garage pull down ropes, and it's usually just a rope tied to the top and it just comes down and that's it. Or it's one big loop and it goes back up. I've never seen one fashioned that way. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that they don't exist like that way. I'm sure there's some guys out there that, have a twisted sense of humor or something, and in their personal garage they got something like that, in which case, whatever, blah, blah. But can you understand, after looking at that picture, how NASCAR took this very fucking serious? Of how his crew guy saw this, knowing all the flack and heat that he's in right now, and the fact that they're in a southern state, Alabama, and he's worried for his driver. Now, did he jump to conclusions, that crew guy? Yeah, that crew guy did. I would think that he would be able to look, and then look at the next bay door, and then look at the next bay door and see, do they all have them? Because if they all have them, then this isn't a hate crime. Secondly, is it a functional noose? No, it's a knot. So, did the crew guy overreact a little bit? Yeah, but can you understand why he would? I can. And with the really high tensions right now, if that picture released before NASCAR made any sort of statement, NASCAR would be on fire. It would be everywhere. So yes, they made a statement saying that they're going to start an investigation And if this is a hate crime, that person is gone from the sport forever. I don't see the problem in that. Does it look bad now, all said and done, in hindsight? Yeah, well, hindsight's always 20/20, and yeah, it does look bad now. It does look like they tried to play maybe a race game a little bit, but we're not looking at all the facts here, okay? For one, this wasn't his personal locker that a lot of people were reporting. This wasn't in his personal space. This was in the bay, the garage bay, where if you've got a hard card credential for a crew, you can access the garage areas. You can walk from garage to garage to crew to crew to crew to crew, in and out of their spaces. You can do that as a crew guy. So, it's very possible that somebody could have done this as a hate crime. Obviously, we know now, no, that wasn't the case. It was just simply a rope fastened to the door that somebody can pull on to get the door down. That's all it was. But again, the drivers were not allowed in the garage area. They were banned from the garage area to take part in social distancing. So they were staying in their motor coaches, they were staying in their buses, they were staying in their motorhomes until the car was ready, and then they're walking out to pit lane. They're never going to the garage area. So no, Bubba Wallace didn't see this. Bubba Wallace didn't report this. He was asked about it after the news broke, and all he had was a picture. He never got to see this rope in person to be like, oh no, that's just a rope, that's just a knot. He got a picture of it and said, yeah, that looks like a noose. And we're flaming the guy for it. And that's bullshit. Did you see what he just did for NASCAR? We got LeBron James interested in NASCAR now. Not that I'm a basketball fan, but like, that's kind of big. To have a big celebrity like that that's never been into NASCAR, now all of a sudden is in NASCAR and rooting for one of our drivers, that's fucking huge. There was a group of like 10 guys from Atlanta that all made a group trip down to Alabama to go to Talladega and had the time of their lives and loved it and got to watch Bubba finish like 13th, which is a pretty good finish. Out of 40 cars, it's better than half the other guys out there. He was in the final pack battling for the win. That's exciting for a new fan. If you're here to watch a driver and he's in the lead pack fighting for the win on the last lap in this big ball of mess, that's exciting. And we got like at least 10 fans on site for that race that are now possibly forever NASCAR fans. Brings them that much closer to everybody else. Brings us that much close to uniting. But because NASCAR did jump the gun, they did release a statement a little too early. They probably should have waited till the investigation was closed before they spoke on it. We're just bashing Bubba. And that's not cool. This guy has done so much for our sport, and just this year alone, unbelievable. You know, him talking about his mental health issues and his depression is huge for people that deal with depression like myself. To sit there and know that a guy in the leading fucking series of NASCAR who's basically made it in life, right? He's got it fucking made. He struggles with depression. So for people like me that struggle with it, that actually helps, knowing that we're not alone. Just knowing you're not alone helps. And he was very open about that and spoke about a lot of personal issues that he had that not a lot of people would be willing to talk about. And then going into this year with all the pandemic and everything like that, he's striving to make the sport better. And all I see is a bunch of pissed off black people telling him that it's not his fight because he's only half black, so he can't stand up for black people. And I see a bunch of angry rednecks pissed off that they can't bring their Confederate flag to the track no more, and, you know, that's because of Bubba's racism. Look, in my mind, there are certain flags that you need for racing. You need the green flag to get everybody going. You need the black flag for when somebody screws up, their car's beat up, and they need to get off the track. You need the yellow flag for when there's a crash, or there's a caution, or there's debris, or there's something going on, you need to slow all the cars down. You need a red flag for when that situation is even worse, and you need to stop all the cars. There's a white flag to tell you got one more lap to go, so you better fucking let her rip, boy. And there's a checkered flag to call the winner, call the race. And the only other flag that we need in racing is before all that happens, we raise that American flag and we sing our national anthem. And It's okay. I will listen to you on your argument of the Confederate flag. I'm not going to be mad if you own one. I'm not going to be mad if you rock one, if you've got tattoos or stickers on your truck. I'm not going to be mad at you about that. I just have never seen the Confederate flag actually affect the outcome of a race or participate in a race. And I don't see that. We don't go to NASCAR to look at flags. I don't. I go to watch race cars. And the argument was, when you've got a man who's interested in NASCAR and really, really, really wants to go to a race, and he shows up and he's sitting in the stands and there's a motorhome directly across the track from him raising the Confederate flag, he feels really awkward and he doesn't want to ever come back. And that's an argument that we need to be open-minded to. And that's what Bubba was trying to do. And we're flaming him. That's not cool. It's not cool.